Breaking news. Sage has officially completed phase 0.
She built the foundation first, mastering financial psychology before chasing money.
She's still early in the journey, but consistency like this, that's what separates people who start from people who actually finish.
Most people won't understand this phase because it doesn't look like success yet. But this is where everything changes.
All right, so we're finally back. Episode 7. One thing I said and one thing I mean is consistency is key. The last video that I posted, I did not even promote because it was just a lot. But now I'm back. It's episode 7. The biggest thing about episode 7 this time is letting go. I'm letting go. Even though I am in phase 1, I'm still always going through phase 0. I'm still always going through the mental aspect, whether it's financial psychology or emotional psychology, whatever the case may be. And right now, I'm just proud of myself for showing up today. And sometimes that's what we need. We just need to be proud of ourselves for showing up today. You feel me? Throughout this journey, I've learned so much. First thing I want to say that I've learned is subscriptions pile up. And I know a lot of us are going through the same thing. And a lot of us aren't dealing with it. And it took me years to deal with it. So it doesn't matter what kind of money that you have in your pocket. It doesn't matter what kind of money you have in your bank account. One thing I'm learning is the more money that we get in society, the more we spend. The more we accumulate. The more we are not living below our means. We are living heavily above our means. And at this point in life, it takes one paycheck to drop. It takes a little bit of money to go away for us to really be broken in this system right now. With my subscription pile up, realizing that I have piled up subscriptions for year after year after year after year. I have done things year after year after year that did not help my situation. It just made my situation a little bit more worse. This episode is all about making sure that I do get into that control. Last episode was supposed to be about control and contamination, and that's fine. It did not work out that way. I had so much planned. I had so much structure. That's the way that life works, and that's cool. So this is my next control and contamination. Control and contamination. How can I get past these subscriptions? How could I go into another episode, me knowing, how can I go into another episode myself if I know that the subscriptions are still piling up? So this is an episode where I'm not going to play. I'm not going to skip anything. Yes, I'm going to keep working. I'm just going to keep going. But I don't need to open up any more doors until I actually close the last one. So I want to speak about what happened with me emotionally when I lost financial control. When I lost financial control, I did not want to do this anymore. Everything was going smoothly. Everything was working out. I was pushing out episodes. I was being consistent. When I wasn't consistent, I was letting things go. And I didn't let a high level of stress or frustration affect me. But the last episode, frustration and stress did affect me. So emotionally, when I started to lose more and more control, I did not want to do this anymore. Like, I had the temptation of disappearing. I had the temptation of not doing this anymore. I didn't feel good. I wanted to cry. Like, I didn't want to go through this anymore. But one thing about it is, It's very important that I continue. We have to continue, because if we don't continue, what are we gonna change for myself, for my life, for the future? I have to be consistent, and I have to keep going, even when it's hard. Even if I gotta show up another week and tell y'all, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And that's cool, because awareness, acknowledgement, that's the first step to everything. And it's going to be a lot of first steps. It's going to be a lot of lessons. It's going to be a lot of things that I have to do. It's going to be a lot of things that I have to show. And I have to show the real, the raw, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And last episode, I just had to be real raw with it. And I know it affects, and it doesn't, I know now that it doesn't matter how it affects anybody else but me. How I affect me in these situations. How I affect myself through this journey. Posting my journey, showing what I'm going through financially, that's the start. I can only imagine where I'm going to be from now. Who I'm going to become from now. Because I'm not letting up. Even if I gotta take a break. Last week I had to take a break. I knew I was gonna keep going. I knew I wasn't gonna stop. And that's just the journey that God has me in right now. I knew I was not finna stop. But I knew I had to take a break. And I had to breathe. And I had to pour into myself. And I had to sit with myself. And I had to be alone. And I had to deal with my emotions. So it's very important to me that I continue. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this episode is diving deep into my subscriptions and delete. I am deleting everything. I don't care how long it's going to take me. I don't care what I gotta go through, but I'm going to show the process. I don't know how this documentary is going to go while I'm doing it, while I'm talking right now, but I know I'm going to do it. Some days, I know I just gotta take a long walk. Some days I just gotta breathe. Because all this superficial stuff, all this distractions, all these things that's going on in the world right now, it has absolutely nothing to do with me. Because it don't take nothing but a delete on social media. Which I did. I deleted my Instagram. Deactivated my Instagram for a while, and it may be forever, because I wasn't getting anything out of my Instagram other than waiting on others to see my journey. And I'm no longer waiting. I'm walking in my journey. I'm walking in my truth. I'm walking in my heart. I'm walking not just structured and it's gotta be perfect and I'm on my Virgo shit. I'm walking in my truth. And right now, it's time to get my strategy together. So exactly what I said. I'm going to be deleting these subscriptions. I don't care if it takes me till next episode. The next time you see me pat myself on the back is when I don't have another subscription coming out of my account for the month, for the whole entire month. Okay, so today we're starting off episode 7, and we're actually going to dive deep into subscriptions and actually do what we came here to do, Craig. You know what I mean? So I am actually going straight into my inbox. I was not able to do what I wanted to do, but what I can do is do a deep dive on these subscriptions and figure out what they are. So this one, now that I've removed everything from this account, I could see, and I put everything in savings. I could see what is has declined throughout the month. In the previous month. So Google Bite Dance for $19.99. I have no clue what this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ChatGPT and say, what is this subscription I need to remove it for the lock-in, right? So now I'm gonna go like this. Wow. I'm gonna type this in. Okay, so I have my options right here. I can see CapCut Pro, which is a possibility because I have CapCut, but usually I see it say CapCut, not PP Google ByteDance. TikTok, definitely not. Has nothing to do with me. I rarely use TikTok. I'm actually just getting into TikTok again. Lemon 8, don't use that at all. TikTok Shop, I have no access, but I will. You know what I mean? That's why I say I'm getting back into it. So, right now it says CapCut Pro. Okay, so CapCut Pro is what it has to be. It says, in order to remove it, open up Google Play Store, tap on my profile picture, go to subscriptions, look for CapCut and tap cancel subscription. So let me go to, there we go. Let me go to my Google Play Store. There's my profile picture, subscriptions and payments, and I see CapCut, right? Okay, so it is CapCut because it says $19.99. So I'm gonna go right here, bow, canceling. I'm gonna decline the answer. So I do use CapCut and I will be using CapCut, but for right now, in order for me to delete all my subscriptions, that's what I'm gonna do. I have to actually, I need to actually do that. I need to go through each one in my bank account, and then I need to figure out through AI, and I need to go and figure out how to delete the subscriptions, and that's what I'm gonna do. Episode 7, this is how we're locking in. Until each subscription is gone. So, like I was saying in the last video, I wasn't able to do my emergency fund, but when that time does come, it comes. I'm still in phase 1. I'm still gonna post every week. If I need to skip a week, I'm gonna do that because this is my journey. And I'm giving this journey to other people because I know other people are going through the same thing. But I'm not going to base it off other people and what I see in other people. I'm going to base it off of me and what I see in me. And if it helps somebody along the way, I will be remembered for that. So don't mind my voice. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. But now that I have actually started my first things first with the subscriptions, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Excel file that I showed you guys in episode 5, and I'm going to go to my layout section where I laid out my budget and my bills, and I actually added CapCut to this because I saw that it was coming out with its name, but I never saw it under that specific name. So I'm going to make this one, I'm green this one out, and hold on, it's not the right green. That will bother me, not gonna lie. I'm green this one out. Is that the right? That's the right green. All right, and right now I'm gonna leave it on keep, but I'm going to type in that it has been removed. What I have coming for me, I know it's so much more. So I really don't know fully how I'm going to rebuild at all. Right now I'm looking into jobs. looking into gaining another stream of income so that I don't have to worry about paycheck to paycheck, or I don't have to worry about things not working out or things not coming in, dealing with what I do deal with. But I do know that if I stop, I am guaranteed that nothing is going to change. That's what I know. If I stop today, nothing is going to change. So I'd rather keep going. I'd rather be embarrassed or embarrassing to somebody. I'd rather look crazy and stupid before I let up. If I stop today, nothing is going to change for me. This is no longer about anybody else. It's no longer about generational curse breaking. It's no longer about seeing my family first. It's about me first. I have to fill my cup in order for me to pour into anybody. But my motivation is now myself. Loving me, taking care of me, the same way that I've always loved, taken care of, appeased, and tried to be something for everybody else. I'm now doing that for myself. And that's where phase 0 comes in. Phase 0 is so important, and phase 0 doesn't stop. The mindset does not stop. The identity does not stop. We have to keep changing. I know I have to keep changing in order for me to become something different. After deletion and deletion and deletion of subscriptions, I have deleted so many, and I'm finally proud of myself. And as people, I don't feel like we change. I feel like we evolve. We're still the same people. I still may have some of the same bad habits, but I know what I do and I don't want anymore. So I'm evolving. Instead of me building financial stability quick, which I thought this was going to be, I thought I would just go through video after video after video and my life was just going to change miraculously and things were just going to be, like that, especially being a spiritual person. Instead of me quickly becoming this financial stable person, I'm going to build structure in real time. I'm going to show the journey in a different way. Episode 7 is me regrouping, actually getting myself in control, removing anything that does not serve me a purpose. So this has been a long morning. It's taken me 2 hours. If you see at the bottom, starting at Clean AI all the way down, these are the subscriptions I've had in the past 2 weeks that have been leakages that came out of nowhere, or subscriptions that I was not aware of during the first episode 5. All right, so the white subscriptions, these are subscriptions I'm either going to be sending to my SoFi account, or I'm going to be just removing all subscriptions and keeping them in my USAA account. These are subscriptions I will be keeping. The green are all subscriptions I have finally removed. And then the yellow are subscriptions that I will be keeping, but I have removed because right now they are not as important as the ones in white. I'm going to show you guys my control score for the week. So if you remember episode 5, I created this to show how well I've been doing. So we're going to start this week now as week 1. I'm going to say my budget control, I've actually spent $0 outside of food. So I'm going to give myself a control score for my budget of 10. I've been following that well. I'm going to say my impulse control, right now I'm in out of town, and I've honestly been locked in with the lock-in and just dealing with my mindset and phase 1 strategy still. So I'm going to give myself a 10. subscription control. I did become very emotional within the past 2 weeks with subscriptions, but I came back today and I fought hard and I, removed so many subscriptions. I'm going to give myself an 8 out of 10, and I'm only going to give myself an 8 out of 10 because of the temptation and desire to disappear and not do this again. But I honestly think that deserves a goddamn 80. So you're right. No, I'm gonna give myself a 10. I actually deserve it because I didn't give up, and I'm getting more and more in control, and I've deleted so many things today, and in my awareness, a 10. So this week, honestly, as long as I'm consistent, as long as I keep going, I'm gonna always give myself a 10. If I fall short of anything and I just refuse to move, then I'll start rating lower. But it's time to pat myself on the back for this week. Right now, I am letting go of so much. I'm letting go of people. I'm letting go of places. I'm letting go of things. I'm letting go of so much so that I could open up room for what God has planned for me. I know that I'm being told what I've been doing, it ain't working. What I've been doing is not going to help me change. It takes a lot for us to go through as much as I think we're supposed to go through. But I know my journey is different from other people, and I know that it's time for me to lock in. Instagram, delete it. Catch me on TikTok. That's going to be my entertainment, my music, little skits, little acting, whatever I'll be doing. That's just going to be my fun, because I can't have all work and no fun. I am a fun person. I love to have fun. I love to turn up. I love to do what I do. After I've had a long week, after I've had a long time of diving deep and with the grit and the resiliency that I had and the ambition, I need that fun. So I'm balancing my life, and phase 1 teaches me that. Phase 1 taught me that, to balance my life, balance my mental, balance my heart, and put it all on the line. So the person that you saw in episode 6, episode 5, episode 4, episode 3, episode 2, episode 1, all the episodes and before them episodes, that is not who I am anymore. Because I'm making things different. I'm changing things up. I refuse to not love myself more than anybody else. I refuse to not dive deep into me. I refuse not to stand in front of this power. Sit in front of this camera, not fully in my power. So, episode 7. Lock in. If you rocking with me, lock in. If you rocking with you, lock in. It's only up from here.